Hey, good morning. Here it is. It's about 9 o'clock on Wednesday, September 16th, and I just wanted to give you some idea of these site conditions. So there's looking back up Wexford, and here's our equipment that we've got, and my grading contractor's parked here in the driveway, and you can see my little Toyota up front where the driveway is. And panning down the hill, there's the septic materials. We're about ready to start. The driller is going to get started today, going to bring his equipment in today. So I'm going to walk you down the road and show you some rock. Here is that block system that we have to do because the area that we're putting the septic field in is a property line, so we have to stay 10 feet off the property line instead of a right-of-way, which we could go all the way up to the property line. There's Jordan. He's operating the equipment today. He's just building a road to where we can get down to the drain field. It's been so wet we hadn't been able to do much, but that's going to change. So as I move up a little bit, you can see the 4 garage corners, and you can probably see a little bit of the paint on the ground. That's going to be the limit of the blast. We're going to blast it back a little bit further than we need to so we can fill it. I'm going to move on up here. This area on this side of the driveway is where we're going to put as much rock as we can down in this hole. And then the pan in here, as you can see, Jordan's probably right in the middle of the house. Those two stakes that are close together, that is the separation between the garage and the house. And what I've decided to do is to move the garage 2 feet to the left and the house 2 feet to the right. So I've got 10 foot of separation in between the house and garage to get a piece of equipment there to backfill. So you can see that stake at the end of Jordan's track there. That is the far corner of the house. This is the closest corner of the house. And these 2 stakes here represent the house corners. You can see there under the equipment, that's the offset where that deck is. Where that new deck is, and if you can see out on that rock, there's some paint, and that is the furthest post. So again, this is the house line, those 2 stakes. That'll be the front of the house. So I move down here, you can see why I moved the house. This is the closest porch post, and the line of the porch post goes out to the top of that rock. All we have is paint on it. We couldn't get any type of stake in it, but see what we got here. It is just amazing. I'm gonna walk out here a little bit more and then call it quits. So this is house corner, and coming in here to this close one, that is the deck area. Will sit outside here, and that paint on that rock is actually, that is the furthest corner of the deck. Trying to get a little bit of a road built to where we can get the septic material close. So from this corner where the X is to that orange flagging on top of that stump is the furthest deck line. So by moving the house this way 2 feet, it gets me off of that stump and onto some solid rock down where those pink flags are. That's all solid down there. And I'm just going to pan around here. Okay. Later.